I wanted to tell you something.
Okay.
You're beautiful.
You awkward. I hate you.
You're beautiful.
I don't know what to say. It's not my fault. I'm not used to this.
You are beautiful.
Thank you.
You're beautiful.
Thank you. You are beautiful too.
Hello, my name is Camila Lopez. I'm 16 years old and I'm from Colombia. When I saw this year's question, my mind went blank. I couldn't decide what to talk about. There are so many issues that society is facing and probably so many more to come. I couldn't decide if I should talk about refugees, migrants, poverty, hunger, humanitarian crisis, or so many other issues that are impacting today's society. I even got to the point where I started blaming myself for not being capable of solving everything at once. But then, that's when I understood. We are a problem. We are the reason of inequality, hunger, poverty, overpopulation, violence, and hate. It is a common consensus that we should be wary about other individuals because they could inflict harm on us, but I disagree. Okay, I'll admit, simple things such as walking without fearing, eating without judgment, or even expressing our beliefs can be challenging when the society doesn't accept different points of view. However, I don't totally blame these people for making others feel inferior. Don't get me wrong. What I mean is that these bad people were simply taught wrong. I'm not talking about math or science. I'm talking about being people, about values. Thomas More said that one of the greatest problems of our time is that many are schooled but few are educated. The lack of education can be seen in everyday situations, even in historical events. In the Holocaust, children were taught to follow rules, hate and kill. In hate crimes, people weren't taught to respect and embrace differences. In bullying or aggression, the youth doesn't respect each other, which leads to psychological problems and physical confrontations, such as school shootings and suicide. In racism, people are taught that they are superior to a race because of their skin color. In many cases, people will go to extreme lengths to make others feel like they don't belong. These ideologies are established in us from a very young age. For example, there are social experiments where children are asked to interact with different features in different situations. In 1940, the psychological experiment known as the doll test was designed to test the degree of marginalization felt by African American children caused by prejudice, discrimination, and racial segregation. Other examples would be the Bubble doll experiment and others that I'm going to link in the description. It's miserable to even imagine that people are forced to think like that about themselves and others. In many situations, because of hate, people have gone to extreme lengths to cope with this, or even end the pain inflicted upon them with suicide. I was personally impacted by the decisions others made. People who weren't taught to respect and value. People who wouldn't understand that I was a human being who cared for their words and their actions. And because of their lack of education, I was the one who got hurt. With time, I even started to blame myself for what they have done to me and others. It's sad we live in a society where people only bother to care when they are personally affected. This must change. Remember the quote from the beginning? I am willing to teach people to be the reason why so much smiles today. The beautiful thing about learning is that no one can take it away from you. B.B. King. Rather than building entrepreneurs, we should first build people that will respect one another. People that will search for all kinds of equality. Help each other succeed instead of pushing them down. Support all human rights and freedom of expression. People who be kind to one another, embrace differences, become or create pragmatic leaders. Act rather than wait until someone does. Become philanthropic. In other words, people who are willing to create a chain reaction. Education can't be summarized into reading and writing. That is literacy. Education is not limited into classrooms and textbooks. We need to make use of education and mold this knowledge into growth. It's been proven that education enables individuals to deal with life as a whole. Levels of oral and ethical values increase. It enhances creativity, creates awareness, curiosity, and cherishes prosperity. Everyone should be taught to love more, even adults. We lack to give the tolerance and respect everyone deserves. We must understand that being good to one another is more of a choice rather than an obligation. Everyone is free to choose which path to take, but we should all feel responsible for how they turn out. Instead of telling children they are too little to understand, teach them. Let them think, explore, and imagine. Stop closing the doors for others. Who knows? Maybe they even find the answer to our questions. If we educated people from a young age to be better, we could mitigate aggression, sexual assault, racism, violence, bullying, prostitution, hate crimes, war, and so many other issues. As Nelson Mandela once said, education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. I encourage you to speak up, support, and help each other. I'm not gonna keep quiet. Not anymore. And you shouldn't either. Thank you.